as long as we make the show. We can be the best or we can be the worst. We can be the best thing you ever heard. With the motor singing and the grandstands ringing, it's hard to put it all in words. But this is how we ride, this is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove. Don't give a damn about the cash we're spending. With the time we got, we choose to play it on the go, to stay out on the run. We all high, wild, and handsome. Ain't telling you what's right or wrong or what to choose. Hey, but this is how we do. This is how we do. Out on the dirt ovals we play. Life in the bright lights with no shades. Letting her go, letting her rip, letting her fly. Tossing her in sideways, living the life, letting her ride. Eyesight, winning to die. Cross her up on the cushion, crossing the line. Cause some drama and some bullshit they didn't like. And if they don't like the mood, then we're ready to fight. But this is how we ride, this is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove. Don't give a damn about the cash we're spending. With the time we got, we choose to play it on the go, to stay out on the run. We all high, wild, and handsome. Ain't telling you what's right or wrong or what to choose. Hey, but this is how we do. This is how we do. This is how we roll, this is how we do. It's not for everybody but the chosen few. And we pray, cause we know that they might not ever come back. But this is how we ride, this is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove. Don't give a damn about the cash we're spending. With the time we got, we choose to play it on the go, to stay out on the run. We all high, wild, and handsome. Ain't telling you what's right or wrong or what to choose. Hey, but this is how we do. This is how we do. We can ride high, we can ride low. We can ride anywhere we need to go. We can ride all night up to the morning, as long as we make the show. We can be the best or we can be the worst. We can be the best thing you ever heard. With the motor singing and the grandstands ringing, it's hard to put it all in words. But this is how we ride, this is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove. Don't give a damn about the cash we're spending. With the time we got, we choose to play it on the go, to stay out on the run. We all high, wild, and handsome. Ain't telling you what's right or wrong or what to choose. Hey, but this is how we do. This is how we do. Out on the dirt ovals we play. Life in the bright lights with no shades. Letting her go, letting her rip, letting her fly. Tossing her in sideways, living the life, letting her ride. Eyesight, winning to die. Cross her up on the cushion, crossing the line. Cause some drama and some bullshit they didn't like. And if they don't like the mood, then we're ready to fight. But this is how we ride, this is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove. Don't give a damn about the cash we're spending. With the time we got, we choose to play it on the go, to stay out on the run. We all high, wild, and handsome. Ain't telling you what's right or wrong or what to choose. Hey, but this is how we do. chosen few. And we pray, cause we know that they might not ever come back. But this is how we ride, this is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove. Don't give a damn about the cash we're spending. With the time we got, we choose to play it on the go, to stay out on the run. We all high, wild, and handsome. Ain't telling you what's right or wrong or what to choose. Hey, but this is how we do. This is how we do. Like a mosquito, and they can growl about it. Lonely like old bro Joe. Cartel gonna care for me, not you, cause I'm the CEO. I'm here to fight, looking to sink with my torpedo. I'm just a lap car trying to survive, running in the back, fearing my life. Cause there's a black 2041 guy adding to the junk in the field with some white on white crimes. Or is it 99 maybe? I don't give a damn, but the bank statements lately adding up through the junk that the crazy man's making. Reckon her, reckon him, non-binary maybe, who knows? If I don't like him, I slide him like Carson Macedo, and they can growl about it. Lonely like old bro Joe. Cartel gonna care for me, not you, cause I'm the CEO. I'm here to fight, looking to sink with my torpedoes. Carson Macedo. And I don't know where we go from here and what we think about it, but it seems to me, gotta be about it. Time for talk and speak comes across this week, especially when dotting I's and crossing T's. It seems to be what they all want and what they need. And then you'll go, oh, oh no, just like them cars. Down one he goes, and then they get to finally feel like Carson Macedo. If I don't like him, I slide him like Carson Macedo, and they can growl about it. Lonely like old bro Joe. Cartel gonna care for me, not you, cause I'm the CEO. I'm here to fight, looking to sink with my torpedoes. Carson Macedo. If I don't like him, I slide him like Carson Macedo, and they can growl about it. Lonely like old bro Joe. Cartel gonna care for me, not you, cause I'm the CEO. I'm here to fight, looking to sink with my torpedoes. Carson. Late model princess, yeah. Oh man, with that body riding. Late model princess, yeah. We don't play around, yeah, that ain't no doubt. We just send it in the corner, live, live it out. No, them Fender girls don't understand it all, yeah. Ain't no hesitate, but we just make it babe. Paint them cushions in those corners, no it isn't safe. But for my sake, will you save it all? Cause you'll do the same to my heart, yeah. Late model princess got me going crazy, and she got them wings and never wing it down. Late model princess, yeah, she makes me listen with that dirty air that got you hot and bothered. Late model princess, yeah. Oh man, with that body riding. Late model princess, yeah. See, I Will you come and see me? Oh, one more time. Late model princess got me going crazy. Yeah, she got them wings that never wing it down. Late model princess, yeah, she makes me listen with that dirty head and dirty hot mouth. Late model princess, yeah, oh man, with that body rotten. Late model princess, yeah, oh yeah. Ready, rip. Pray to God, ready to rip. On my high, ready to rip. With that armor, ready to rip. Hey, ready to rip. Ready to rip. Hey, ready to rip. Ooh, yeah. Trying my hardest to stay with the best. Flexing Giannis S on my chest. Facing problems down the depths. Ready to rip. I'm correct. The fish in the water. Hit my marks. Hooking and set. Indian honest. Wearing my Hans. Strapped in his harness. Ready to rip. Hey. I jump on that track. Ready to roll. Ready to rip. Ready to reach. Place my bets. Hey, you never know when playing on hopes what you could achieve. Making the goal. Peace with the soul. Don't matter the bottle with what you believe. Cause if I'm taking it all in the calling, it's harder with nothing that's harder than free. Not giving up though. Don't trip. Gotta go. Take a slip. Make a pass in the low. Put it down the gas for a show. Slide a pass in the grass for the OFO. Got first never last for the oh no. To the pass of the glass of the FOO. Cause I'm gonna pass all you cowards with ease. And when them speeding demons come, we don't feast with the beast and the evil hunting lust. Burn your cheeks when I speak with my real passion, love. Turning all your tricks against you cause you're one and only master. Ready to God, ready to rip. On my high, ready to rip. With that armor, ready to rip. Hey, ready to rip. Ready to rip. Hey, ready to rip. Ooh, yeah. Trying my hardest to stay with the best. Flexing Giannis S on my chest. Facing problems down the depths. Ready to rip. I'm correct. The fish in the water. Hit my marks. Hooking and set. Indian honest. Wearing my Hans. Strapped in his harness. Ready to rip. Hey. And I don't care if you don't know my name now. Cause you'll hear it when my old lady goes to scream out. Sunset, sunrise, 45 to shine down. Only shine is the truth to the few in power. That's why I roll with God. Middle finger, y'all. Making trust in your clicks with your demigod. Worship to the money, your material. You'll get ripped in half, Sodom cash to Gomorrah. And if a wolf ever should come across on your path, aiming straight for your goods, make a trade to his cash, fate with the woods, replace for your trash. Nah, you can have it, sucker. Ready to God, ready to rip. On my high, ready to rip. With that armor, ready to rip. Hey, ready to rip. Ready to rip. Hey, ready to rip. Ooh, yeah.
Oh no, are we here? Oh no, are we here? Oh, something just rattled through the cage. Oh, we're here. Hold on, give me some damn light. Hold on. Oh, turn it up. I like hearing this. That's what I'm saying. It is, but I got you muted. I got you muted right now. Did I hear fat and old? Welcome to my world. I am not fat and old. I'm just fat. Hold on. I didn't. No. I'm not listening to what y'all have to say anymore. This is not happening. This is not happening on the show today. You little fucking you YouTube chatter people, look at you. Look at you. Yeah, David Gravel is the Lord of Speed. Sean, do you have any comment to this? Talk to the mic just a little bit. Hold on, pull it closer to you. Maybe it already broke. We need to with the we're hearing you. Continue. I can hear you. Yep.
Good.
Yep. Lord of Speed. What do you have to say?
I mean, he is fast, but Buddy Kofoid is also.
Oh wow, Buddy Kofoid is also. The droop rule could have got you too. Oh wow. No, we are not. We are not fat and old because we are fat and pretty. Okay, we can sustain Unlike apparently. Oh, this is my. Hold on. We're starting the show like this. Hold on. Let me say this right now. We have things to show you. I don't. We have things to display. But how can we all ignore the Charlie Kirk memorial that happened last night? Can we ignore this, Sean? Can we?
I don't think so.
Apparently, 100 million people watched. And this is why I'm pirouetting the statements of what y'all are saying. Hey, wait and all that. Did it not end up creepily becoming a and I know this is a weird word for y'all. It ended up for me technically becoming a matriarchal worship segment. Do I need to explain what matriarchal worship means?
Yeah, you bet.
Okay. So you've heard of the word patriarch, right? Over the years. The left, the feminists have screamed patriarch over the years. Patriarchy. You heard that word, patriarchy?
Yep.
So patriarchy is a male-dominated society where women serve men. Matriarch, however, matriarchy is a society where men serve women. It's an actual thing. I know some people have never heard of this. I've tried to bring this talking point up over the years. Like, we live in a matriarchy. If you're going to work every day slaving your guts out for the appreciation and validation of the woman, if your whole entire life is based on woman appreciation and validation, then you live in a matriarchy. Your personal world is matriarchal based because it's not about serving the man. It's about you dedicating your life to a woman. It's that servitude, in my opinion. If your entire life and existence is based on female appreciation and acceptance, you live in a matriarch. I don't know where else you can get this or think of this in any other way. I would love to have this debate, but I believe we live in a matriarchy. It's manipulated. It's slavery. That's how I've always talked about it. AKA simping. 428 Eliminator just said this in the chat. No, that's what it is. This is why I would call like Andrew Tate like a matriarchy soldier, because he says, go out there, work your guts out, kill yourself to get all the women. Hold on. Why would I want to go and acquire? Why would I want to dedicate my entire life? And I've made jokes at Spike about this. Why would I want to dedicate my entire life, my mind, my heart, my body, my soul, to accepting or to becoming accepting to the female perspective? Does this not make sense a little bit, Sean? Like, if your entire life is dedicated to female acceptance, that female acceptance is what you are working for. Your dedication is to that. I think patriarchy is disgusting. I don't think it's right that women are viewed as slaves. I don't know if that happens anymore today. But I also don't think that it's cool that guys should go out here into the world and slave themselves away and destroy their bodies and basically create a career, a livelihood, an entire life based on female acceptance. I think that's matriarchy. I think that is wrong, especially if it's, happy wife, happy life, for instance. That's a matriarchal quote. If my life is happy based on someone else's gender's acceptance and appreciation, that's not right either. I like equality. I like people working for one another. I like team-based. But did you not get like a very weird feeling during that Erika Kirk speech last night that she was basically yelling at us and telling us to do everything for them. Do you know what I mean by that? Like, it was weird. Was it not weird? Do you know what I mean by this? I mean,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
hold on. It's not, I don't know. Your mic's not picking up, but. Oh. It was picking up. I'm sorry. Maybe twisted a little bit. The cord, all right, it just popped. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, you're good. Don't touch
Yeah, I heard what she said, but I don't think that's what she was trying to get across. But I don't know.
Well, no. Here's my point. It's like, if you want to sit there and say, "Men, you should do this for this and this and this and that and the other," what are we doing it for? Does that make sense? What are we
Right.
doing it for, actually? Because I go and see Cardi B's, and then I go see my previous example, and then I go and see some other examples we're seeing out here in the world, Sean, and it's like, hold on. Why should anyone write a fucking letter to that every day? You're treating your husband, you're treating your partner like a piece of fucking shit. You're treating your fucking husband or your partner or the person you're with as a slave or fucking a money pit. That's not right either. That's not fair. That's not equal. So this is what I would say is like, if the world was made up, it sounded like Erika Kirk was actually legitimate in how she treated her manly partner. But I would not sit there and like try to tell men how to act when we're looking at all these women and how they're acting. I mean, if there was a bunch of Erika Kirks in the world, there would probably be a lot more Charlie Kirks in the world. Does that make sense at least a little bit, Sean? Like, if there was women out there acting like her and appreciating their partnership and their marriage, then I think that a lot more guys would be reciprocal to that treatment. You know what I'm saying? And they would do those things. But I think a lot of women are falling short in today's society. I think there's a lot of matriarchal ideologies, feminists, I guess you would call it. I just don't think women are acting like her. And she assumed, it seemed like in her speech, she assumed that a bunch of women were. Maybe I'm being a piece of shit right now. I'm just saying what I think, but maybe I'm wrong. That's fine.
I don't know. I know my Connie doesn't act that way.
Right. If there was more Connies and Ericas, the world would be fine. But there's not. These women out here are shitty in today's world. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, men can be shitty too. So I mean, it goes both ways.
It does go both ways. That was kind of my issue with her. She did not acknowledge the women. Did she go in her little speech there and talk any about what the women should do? She didn't.
She did.
No, she didn't. She came out on the fucking stage and just persecuted us as men. Well, do I need to reference any more Cardi B fucking clips? Do I need to reference these fucking OnlyFans chicks? Do I need to reference these I'm a boss bitch motherfuckers who are just out here basically living on the tax society? The tax society manipulated women. That's why women are in the workforce, technically, so the tax society could take advantage of them like it's been doing us. It's a slavery manipulation from the top down. I'm talking about society. I'm not talking about the motivations. The motivations is for the system to keep whooping both of our asses and taking all the money they can through independence. Ooh, declaration. But regardless, she didn't get on the fucking stage and say anything about women and how they should act to men, did they? Or did she?
No.
So why is she fucking telling us how to act? When I could bring up Cardi B's, OnlyFans, all these fucking women out here. I've been in the single life for like 7 months now. Technically, I know y'all don't know this. I had a woman come back. She tried. It was fine. She's in her own little world. But I'm simply saying, Sean, we have a lot of here's what I'm really saying before we get too deep. The male suicide rate is very high. It is, John.
Yeah.
The male suicide rate is extremely high right now. And based on what we've been seeing, in my opinion, psychologically, That is due to female acceptance. That is due to, unfortunately, there is a replacement for God. There is a replacement for Jesus. Any worshiped ideology that you have, this is why I don't fall into it. Anything in your life that you see worth dedicating your life to, which is very interesting when we talk about this subject, because something that is very interesting is when you talk about like wives or women in today's society versus a God or a Jesus or any of these things that they are proclaiming. When you are dedicating your life to something and you're willing to die for it, that is a worshiped figure. So if you found a girl in your life and you dedicated all of your effort and time and spirituality to that love, for instance, we could talk about Cleopatra, but I don't want to ruin the story. And that thing fails. The suicide rate of males in today's society is saying that that was a worshipped ideology because they are killing themselves. The men who are killing themselves over failed relationships, and we even had a viewer message us and say that he has been watching us and we helped him survive through his divorce here recently. And I responded and I said, well, it's pretty hard being out there lonely. And that's, I agree, it's not easy. But the people going to the degrees of suicide, like we've seen the spikes go up here in the male mental awareness and blah, 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 that they cared about 2 years ago, they don't care about it anymore. That is an indication that these men do not have a relationship with God. They do not have a belief system with Jesus. They do not have these dedicated lifestyles. And then, unlike Charlie Kirk, it seems like he had God and Jesus and then the wife, because that's how it's supposed to properly operate. Based on the numbers, it seems like there's a lot of men out there that have worshiped these women in relationships way higher than a relationship with God or Jesus. Because when a woman or something like that goes south, and you have the foundation of God or belief, you don't just fucking slit your wrist and kill yourself like the male mental awareness and suicide rates are indicating. When a woman or your relationship, which are very hard and stressful, I mean, they say they love you and you say you love them and you have this dedication. When it goes south, that relationship with God and Jesus or whatever religious proclamation that you want to obtain, that's supposed to trump the failed relationship. God has ordained you to have life. God has ordained you to have a scripture or a lifestyle or a story that he has set forth for you. So in that scenario, when a failed relationship occurs, you are supposed to have the self-belief when you believe in a Jesus or a God above the woman. This is what we're talking about, the worship of the woman, the worship of the relationship. When that shit falls south, yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it sucks. But you don't go and off yourself because this is a higher ordained, a higher valued relationship that has failed. But not the one, or sorry, I said that wrong. A higher ordained relationship that is not as important as the relationship that has failed. That's what I meant to say. Sorry about that. So this is a problem, in my opinion, when a chick gets on a fucking screen and tries to tell us how to act. Because we already are dealing with a society with the male suicide rate going out the fucking roof. And more than likely, when you go research them, when you look in domestic violence and all these things, that is technically because of a domestic relationship with a woman has failed. They can't obtain them. And then they go into this psychotic, deranged portion of their life. They can't rely on a God or a Jesus to push through or pray to or believe in. They fucking fall head over heels into this failed relationship with their God. Did we not just have a conversation about the shootings in Pennsylvania? That is basically what is occurring in the shooting in Pennsylvania. Hold on. We're going to bring this up. We had other things listed here, but that is exactly what is happening in this shooting in Pennsylvania. There were 3 officers killed. 3 officers were killed here in York County, Pennsylvania. We just talked to a very important person in Pennsylvania about this. But 3 police officers in Pennsylvania were just shot. Were they not? Am I lying about this, Sean? No, I mean,
Well, I think there was 5 involved, but 3 died.
3 died. And why did this occur? Why did this situation happen?
Because there was a male-female relationship. She called it off, and he started stalking her. They found him at her house. 15 on fire.
Why are you feeling that way, bro? That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean by what I'm trying to explain, at least? I mean, that's kind of... Hold on, we need to center this because the... Gonna work, I think. All right, we need to center that. Sorry. But this is kind of what I'm saying. Because this person in this shooting did not have a relationship with God, Jesus, whatever first, this person's God, John, in his life was her. Does that not make sense?
Yeah.
This person who committed this crime could not obtain, could not handle the relationship falling apart, didn't know what to... This person's next best idea was to strap up with a fucking AR-15, start trying to ask for God's forgiveness to come back. Basically, the woman is the God to this person. The person doing this, their God is her. Matriarchy. This is matriarchy. This is next level matriarchy. This is the psyop that's very important. So this motherfucker, even though, hey, look, I can relate. When a woman doesn't like you or whatever, you get rid of her, she gets rid of you, she comes back like 6 or 7 times like I've experienced. Or you leave her and 6 or 7 months later you regret it, you think about it twice. Look, that's fine. These are normal feelings. These are normal, hurt feelings, things that us men deal with that no one talks about, because if we talk about it, we're a bunch of fucking pussies and losers. I'm simply saying these are normal things. But when you start going to these degrees, when you don't have the foundation, and this is what Charlie Kirk was saying, foundation with Jesus and God, not that fucking Erika Kirk bullshit that I saw. Maybe she's a bad son of a bitch that did it right. Maybe she's right. But all I'm fucking saying is, when you're dealing with these Cardi B's of society, when you're dealing with these girls, this is how they treat you. They don't treat you like Erika Kirk apparently treated Charlie. They treat you like this. And when you get to these degrees of psychological battles, and you don't have the foundation of God, and you don't have the foundation of Jesus, or you don't have this foundational relationship with something outside of the woman, when you only have the fucking relationship with the eyes and the lust of her, if that's where your base level relationship, not even just the eyes and the lust, but the love, the words, the harlot spirit, the harlot. When you only have that as your foundation, you are fucked. Next thing you know, when that God of your life, when that woman tells you we're done, when that God of your life, you leave her, you feel regret 6, 7 months later, 9 months later, and you try, you say something and she rejects you. You get to these points and she's saying no. If you don't have that God foundation, this is where the fuck you end up. How the fuck else, Sean, do you end up in the bushes with an AR-15 And then next thing you know, you're fucking opening fire on police officers as they're walking into the fucking house that you're stalking. How do you get? I will never become that endowed because I have a relation. The only way you're doing that is if what you're fighting for or shooting for is the God of your life. How does this happen, Sean? Can you tell me, please?
I don't know. I really don't know. You got to be in that person's situation. Yeah, it's hard to comprehend what he was even feeling.
Well, either way, my point is like, there's a line, there's a barrier that you're supposed to draw.
Right. Yeah, he went over it.
Oh, I just lost a big bet. I had Montgomery to have the longest touchdown score, and he just got tackled at 10 yards. This is horrible. But no, he had to have what Erika Kirk was saying. See, so this guy obviously loved this woman. Can you not agree or disagree? This guy loved this woman, even though she didn't want him. That's the problem, right? She didn't want him anymore. But this guy loved this woman enough to shoot police officers with an AR fucking 15 in the fucking house he was stalking because she didn't love him. That's what happened, right?
Right.
That's how much he loved her, right? So basically what I mean by that point is this was a Charlie Kirk. This was a Charlie Kirk. Erika Kirk was missing. He tried to love a woman with Charlie Kirk love and received Cardi B. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Why are you saying in your head yes? Why? Well, it seems like that really nailed a point there. What they did?
No, I just I'm agreeing with what you're saying.
He was willing to die, or he did die. I mean, when you do shit like that, you might as well consider your life over, right? I mean,
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, so
Easy.
Hold on. When you pull shit off like that, and then Erika Kirk comes out and basically chastises men of America who are killing themselves and shooting police officers in the fucking living room because they don't love them anymore. I don't want to hear your bullshit. I'm sorry. I was so out on that fucking Erika Kirk speech last night when I heard the fucking narcissism, not from her, but from the female community. And this is how Andrew Tate's even been able to take off over the years, is because of how wild the female community has become. I mean, there are bad men and there are bad women. I will say probably 90% of all of them are fucked. But I am not going to sit back and criticize the bad I'm not going to sit back and criticize good men and good women who are getting actively fucked over by bad women and bad men. Does that not make sense? I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like, there's some fucking fucked off bad women and fucked off bad men. And when she got on that fucking stage last night, she gave a fucking hall pass to all these fucking shitty ass women who are out here in the world. You know what I mean by that? It was not right for her to get up there and criticize and chastise men as a whole. I mean, you want to criticize one or two or the one you're dealing with, which it doesn't seem like you should, then that's your own fucking prerogative. But don't fucking get up on this motherfucking stage and chastise this guy. This guy wanted one woman to love him like you will receive love. She didn't want him. Okay, fine. He went to this. His life's fucking done now. He took the fucking mental bullet, at least. And he only took this mental bullet because a woman wouldn't love him. I get it. He should have respected her decision. She, maybe she did something. I don't think she did anything wrong, this woman in the scenario. She didn't want him. That's fine. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, first of all, you shouldn't criticize these men who are, for one, male suicide is up way more than y'all. The divorce rate is up way more, and the fucking female divorce rate, y'all initiating it, is up 10 times more than men. Erika, you're probably a good woman. Unfortunately, 90% of the female community is not acting the same ways you are. And probably 90% of the men aren't either. Maybe you fucked up and you got a good man on the line. But here's a situation where I think we could agree. The reason these men are acting like this is because they don't have a foundational belief in a God or Jesus or a worship figure in their life. And because the system knows that, the system has manipulated men to worship women. And that's been known ever since Adam and Eve. So that's my problem with it. Because the system uses y'all as women to manipulate us. And when you get manipulated too much and you don't believe in a God or a Jesus, look where you end up, shooting 3 cops in a fucking house with an AR-15. So we could both agree that you should believe in God and believe in Jesus way stronger than we should fucking go to work 40 hours a week to come home to you. And if we don't have the foundation as men in God or Jesus or a fucking creator or somebody who has a proclaimed destination for us before we fall in love with you, then we are fucked. And we are in a room shooting 3 cops because your love is everything. I need you so much. I'm sitting in a fucking car with an AR-15 stalking you. The reason they're doing this is because they don't believe in anything more than you. So we can at least agree there. Do you know, did I say the wrong thing, Sean?
Not at all.
We're watching a score right now by the Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs, I believe, just scored a touchdown. Is that his 3rd touchdown of the game? 4th. Oh, no, 4-yard. No, it says 4-yard, 4-yard touchdown. So we're just sitting here talking. That was my issue with the speech. I guess I got that out of the way earlier than I thought I would. But we don't script things here. We just say what we think. Let's go to the chat. Maybe the chat full of these single white men who are so depressed in life. Well, Jahmyr Gibbs has scored a lot tonight, yes.
Oh, yeah.
We do have a show for y'all tonight. I know we just went 45 minutes into a soliloquy. But we unfortunately have been tipping the mug. And that means we have to use the restroom. Sean, can you respond?
I'm just going to go back on the chat.
Yeah, go in the chat. We want to see what they got to say.
Ryan asked if I climbed out of a garbage truck. No, I just got off work not too long ago. Haven't changed my clothes. You guys wanted to go live real quick. Let's see. What's up, Dank Dank? Yeah. Constant bathroom breaks.
I've only had one. What are you talking about? It's
I
the
think-
first one.
No, I think you've had
No.
since we've been on.
Since we've been on, that's the first
Okay,
one.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Late models.
Oh yeah, we should talk about the late models. We did have the
I-
Knoxville Late Model Nationals this week.
I don't know. I was there to make money, I guess. I'm a late model fan. Obviously not as big as sprint cars. I mean, it was a good race.
Now, the race was good, the finish was not. It was technically the opposite of Tulare, right? Was it not? Like Tulare's race was kind of boring all the way, and then the finish was cool with Spencer Baston and the wreck with Day and the wreck with Montgomery. Whereas the late model race, it was like very intense. The whole race, like 9 fucking lead changes, but then at the end, Hudson O'Neal took the lead and just ran away. It was boring at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like the race was really good, like for 50 fucking laps. The late model race.
It was all right. I mean, Dank's like farewell to pushing, and he's very emotional.
You're gonna get fired, John. You're gonna be fired.
I don't know. I mean, it was fun. I would do it again if opportunity doesn't come up.
When you say come up, you got to be careful saying those words in today's society. You know, we're not drinking anymore. We're drinking an energy drink now. So
we'll see what happens.
Trying to sober up, chat. Trying to sober up. No, I thought the late model race, the full race was good. The last 12 laps or whatever was boring as fuck. It was horrible. No.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Davenport and
for-
Moran going at it every fucking lap for 50 straight fucking laps.
Right. And for Hudson to come back, I mean, after he on his.
It's not picking you up when you're looking down, maybe.
What?
You may need to scoot closer with the mic. Just go ahead and try it to
With-
where your
with-
face
with
is down
Hudson-
like this.
Right. With Hudson crashing his, what night was that? Wednesday night?
Yeah, the flip Thursday.
That was Thursday night. That was a hell of a comeback. I think I thought his week. That was pretty good.
Okay. Any bad comments in the chat that we should pay attention to, Sean, or no? We do need some chat messages, and you need apparently some glasses.
Yeah.
Your dogs ate the glasses, correct?
My dog fucking ate my glasses.
Deathridge Opticians mentioned the Chaz. We're trying to get you the Deathridge Special. Are you going to reject the Deathridge Special or no?
Well, it all depends on how much. I mean, I know we talked about insurance or something. I think
The last time when you got these new ones
right.
and you went with the cheap option, and look what happened. That's what I'm fucking saying.
Right.
You better go with Deathridge or you're fucked. The dog,
I
I will
I'll
stick
have-
the dogs on your fucking glasses if you don't go with Deathridge.
I'll
I'm
have
gonna
to
make
talk.
sure
I'll
they
have
eat
to
them.
talk to him. See what he takes for insurance.
They do take insurance.
Yeah, I know, but I can't remember discuss this. I think. So he does accept insurance.
He does.
He takes.
Love the General Lee from Turbo. Turbo's one of the, in my opinion, one of the worst people in motorsports. Let's just move on from that topic. We'll get into the topics of the show. We do have a little bit of a Stuart Friesian update. Apparently, he has some issues, nerve damage in his feet. Not sure when. This was a video from Flow. We won't play it because you get flagged if you play Flow Racing videos. But he did say he's struggling with some foot pain still, or some nerve ending issues in his feet, which he fractured his freaking hip, basically. So That's pretty tough, you know, I mean, the center of your body when it gets disconnected or dealt with. It's definitely not one of the injuries that can make it very easy to go through. So hopefully Stuart Friesian gets back to racing health. We also have this. We are playing this video on your screen because what's about to happen in this show is exactly what this video is. Do you see the video on your screen, Sean? Watch what happens in this video on your screen. So it looks like there's nowhere to go, right? What are you going to do? We're going to drive through it. Look at this. Look at this video. Yes. Oh, my God. Look at that. You need to see it again, Sean? Did you see that?
I can see it.
How badass was that?
Pretty wicked if you was actually having to drive through that.
This is actual GoPro footage. So this is the explanation for life, especially if you are servituding your life to a woman. The cloud is the relationship breaking. Some people stop back here and say, we're going to just shoot up the damn cops in PA. Other people say, nope, I can handle it. I'm going to go through it. And look, you go through it. It's beautiful. It looks like it's going to get you, but it don't. You make it to the other side. And that's the way to make it through. That is an actual video that a guy actually shot. So we're going into the cloud, Sean. Is the chat ready for the cloud?
I don't know. Are they?
I mean, Lamar Jackson's back to pass. He's ready. He's ready. All right, here we go. Donny Schatz in the 15 car. Jason Sides supported. Is there anything we really need to say about this? Like, is it just me, Sean, or are we all we're not worried about what car Donnie's getting into. We're worried about when Donny Schatz is going to be Donny Schatz. Does that make sense, Sean?
Yeah. I'm just waiting to see what happens for him next year.
We're all waiting, Donnie, for you to win again. Right?
Correct.
So who cares what fucking car you're in? Get out, and we talked to Donnie extensively the other day after our Tony Stewart episode.
I don't know. I think his fans are probably wanting to know what he's doing next, but I'm more worried about what he's going to do for next year. Because to me, my opinion is when Knoxville's done, it seems like the luster of sprint car racing has kind of lost its luster in my opinion. Yeah, I mean there's some big money, but I don't know. For me, it's hype and everything at the beginning of the year to lead up to Knoxville Nationals, and then the last few years, Knoxville Nationals done. It's like just lost the luster for it, I guess.
Well, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. You obviously kind of had some insight on me and Donnie's conversation the other day. He is very extremely upset at some of the things Tony Stewart is saying. Could you agree, not agree? He's not happy at what Tony is saying about him publicly. I would say he's not. So you don't even need to respond. So I had more than one conversation outside of talking to Donnie about this situation. And these people, they keep coming back to how Donnie, you know, the driving styles changed. You gotta float the middle, and you gotta, you know, or he used to float the middle, and now today you gotta hit the fucking cushion and go. And the driving style to win these races nowadays is so much more aggressive, right? Right. Well, motherfucker, here's what I say. At least this is how I react to things. If you don't like what this motherfucker's saying about you, or that motherfucker's saying about you, or what Tony Stewart's saying about you, that should invoke some aggression. So when you're behind the wheel of these fucking things, and you just want to float the middle as always, but the float the middle way ain't gonna win the race tonight, I would assume, or I would think, or I would hope that all these things that Donnie's hearing that he don't like enters his mindset in those moments. Enters his mind and says, well, yeah, I'm not used to floating the middle, but these motherfuckers think I'm old. They think I'm washed up. They're talking all this shit. And that should be your motivation. To fucking throw that motherfucker on the cushion and let it eat and prove him wrong lap after lap. Maybe this is me. That's how I react when I got into the race car at 300 pounds at Devil's Bow. Everybody was laughing at me and making bets. And, oh, you've never been in a real car before. Oh, you can't do it. Oh, you're going to be scared out there. Motherfucker, I went out there and went 0.6 faster than the fastest lap. The reason I did that is because when I was in those corners, it wasn't about what I'm good at or what I think. It's because I was hearing all their bullshit. Oh, you think that motherfucker? Wham! Throw that motherfucker in there. Oh, Tony's talking shit. Wham on the cushion. Oh, I can't float the middle. Wham! Watch this shit happen. You know what I mean by that? Like, that's how I operate. That's how I think. Maybe I'm incorrect. But all the excuses, this is what it takes to win. All these things they're saying that Donny Schatz ain't good enough to do. If Donny Schatz actually feels that way, this is his opportunity to be a Kyle Larson and adapt. Do whatever it fucking takes to win the fucking race. Why? Because everybody's saying you can't.
I guarantee you, Gravel's listening and reading, paying attention to what people are saying.
This is how winners think. I think that Donny Schatz is a winner. And whether it takes riding a cushion, whether it takes beating a wall down, whether it takes floating the middle or toting the bottom, the willingness to take that risk should be based on the fucking insults he is partaking in right now. There should be no excuses right now for Donnie. You have the skills. You have the ability. And you also have the motivation. What Tony's saying that you don't like. What all these people are saying and doubting you that you don't feel or think is right or fair. That should be the reason you do it. That's the motivation. Does that not make any sense? I mean, that's just how I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm being unfair to Donnie, but that's how I think about it.
Oh, I think you're right on it. I mean, he needs to be more aggressive, but that's not his style.
That's not his style, but motherfucker, if you want to live on a legacy or you want to live on what you're doing, do it. Oh, you need motivation to do it? Here's this Tony shit talking. Here's this talking. Here's that talking. Fucking send it in there and go. Fucking send it in there like Ryan Timms at Port Royal and go. Shane Liebig ain't thinking like, oh, I can't do it. This is our style. No, they're fucking sending it. they're fucking sending it into the corner and going. Whatever motivation you need should have already been provided. So that's my deal with Donny right
I mean, at least he gets to be with different teams and stuff like that. You know as well as I do, being with a team for a long time. I mean, you gel with a team and they know what you want, and etc.
Right, okay, I get that, and I've heard that. Like, he's jumping into different cars.
Right. And it's probably hard.
But here's the fucking deal, dude. If I go down here at Knoxville and I found me a, let's just say, Kelby Watt or a JJ Hickle or, you know, whatever, these random guys who are racing weekly, or I go to a 360 race, say I get Carson Bowden. Let's do that. You know who that is, right? He's good.
Yep.
If I tell Carson Bowden, you got 6 races in this 410 Outlaw ride, Carson Bowden going to sit back and say, oh, when he's out there on the track, I need the car to feel like this, I need the car to feel like that, or is that motherfucker going to send it in there to whoop some ass? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what the car is like. It don't matter if we're gelling. We're trying to make a name for our fucking selves. Now, that's the problem with Donny, I think, right now. Personally, he's already made a name for himself, but you can't ride on the name anymore.
Right, but I mean, you gotta be smart about it too. I mean, you just can't fucking go in there and just haul it in there and blast.
But that's how you're having to do it nowadays.
Blast the fucking wall and destroy your shit.
No, but that's how you're having to do it nowadays. You gotta just fucking go.
No, I mean,
you gotta stop fucking hesitation. Hesitating. Hesitation is what the difference is between the winners and the losers right now, and you can't fucking hesitate anymore. You don't have Ricky Warner. It's not 2016. You have to go in there and start fucking whooping some ass. And that's where I'm at Donny Shots. Get in there and fucking start whooping some fucking ass. And fuck what your name is and how many races you've won. I get it. I respect it. But if you want to shut these fucking people up, you go out there and you put it on their fucking ass. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. No response, that's fine. If you ain't got no response, that's fine. I mean, I get what I'm saying. It's disrespectful to Donny, and everyone can hate me, and that's fine. That's where I'm at, though. You're mad at Tony. You're mad at this guy. You're mad at that guy. Go out there and take that aggression out on their ass on the fucking racetrack and win.
I agree with that.
Stop the excuses.
Well, I don't think he's making excuses, though. I think he's enjoying his time away from the toxic team that he had, and I don't know, maybe this is what he wants to do.
Oh,
I don't know.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm interested to see what 26 brings for him, and with the other guys that are.
He's apparently going to run national next year, according to Jeremy Elliott. I'm just saying, I don't want Donny Schatz' legacy to be a guy where we walk up and try to park. Who's Donny? Who's that? Oh, he ain't doing nothing, huh?
I wouldn't think that about him.
That's what the guy over here parking us at Knoxville said. I'm just saying.
Right. No, I get it.
He's saying that because you can't float the middle no more. Who cares? This is my point. Who cares you can't float the middle? Adaptivity is the definition of great race car drivers. If you told Kyle Larson tomorrow, I can't ride the cushion, I got to float the middle to win races, he's going to start floating the middle. Just like if you told Donny Schatz tomorrow you can't float the middle anymore to win races, you got to go up there and get on the fucking cushion and whoop some ass, they would adapt. We need Donny Schatz. We, as people who believe in Donny Schatz, let me make that point. We need Donny to start whooping some fucking. We need the aggressive Donny Schatz. We need an aggressive Donny Schatz, and he's got plenty of fucking motivation to be aggressive. Everybody's calling you out. Tony Stewart's trashing you, not in his opinion, in mine. You got all these people fucking backing you in a corner. When are you going to start swinging on these motherfuckers? You know what I mean by that?
Right. And maybe he don't want to. I don't know.
Okay, if you don't want to swing on them, then ride fifth. Be proud about a seventh. Okay. That's just not who I thought he was.
He's done all he's done. I mean,
Right.
like he said, like he told me, he's like, what more do you want me to do? I mean, I think he's happy with the accomplishments that he's done.
Some people are okay with that.
And maybe that's where he's at.
Maybe that's where he's at, and I'm all wrong. It's fine. Maybe that's where he's at.
It's fine to, to speak your opinion about it. I think he's probably fine with what he has done and where he is going to go.
Well, and see, that's why I said that's a problem. These other motherfuckers ain't made a name. These other guys ain't won all these championships and ain't won all these races. They're up on the fucking cushion trying to get it done. Okay, well then come up here and tell everybody that here's what needs to happen. If that's the case, if what you're saying is factual, then just come on out and say, hey, I've done all I need to do. I still want to keep being a race car driver. But hey, I ain't really going to push it to win races, and I'm fine with my stats as they are, and I'm okay with how it is right now. And if I don't win a race ever again because I don't adapt, and because I'm not aggressive, and because I won't risk the race car, and because of this and whatever the excuse train is, just come out and fucking tell us you're done. Because I'll tell you what, when a fucking race car driver stops doing those things, guess what you are? You're done, Sean. You're done.
I don't think he'll come out and say that.
But you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Then you're done. Attitude is everything. And we're not talking about combativeness. Attitude when the driver's in the fucking race car and that shit ain't working how the way you want it to. The attitude that shifts and says, well, I'm going to find a way to make it fucking work is the winner mentality. And if he ain't got the shift in him, if he's sitting out there, well, I've already done all I've done. Car's this good. We'll get a fifth. We'll get a sixth. Okay. Ryan Timms ain't thinking that way. Car ain't working. Where the fuck do I gotta go? Where does my life have to end? Where do I have to be the best right now? Not in 10 minutes, not in my stat column, right fucking now. What do I have to do to be the best? You don't have that. Okay.
Like I said, we'll wait and see what 26 brings. I mean, fuck. He might surprise us. I don't know.
This is a mental game. If you ain't got that mentality that you're willing to risk it all to win today, somebody who is will beat you. They will beat you.
It's fine with that.
Okay. Well, then I agree with Tony Stewart moving on. If that's the actual response, then I agree.
Well, and I think Tony wanted to go to high limit. Anyway, he is an outlaw. Always will be an outlaw.
Do you think Rico Abreu's worried about risking his car? His life? I mean, think about what they're doing out there. I mean, Anthony Macri, a T4 fractured vertebrae, according maybe I just broke the news. But you got to be willing to risk fucking your shit up today to win.
Yeah, but I mean, Donnie's never really tore up shit. I mean, that's Donnie's history.
Respect.
And why would he want to go out and get in other people's cars and just go out and fucking?
Because that's
destroy
the
them?
risk you have to take to win now. It's unfortunate. I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying that it's correct. I'm
But look at
saying
Gravel.
that's what
Look
you
at
have
Gravel.
to do.
Gravel don't destroy shit. I mean, he's
But
he's
still
a
gets up
methodical
on this shit and goes.
right. He's a methodical driver. I mean, but I don't know. I think if Donnie were to go out there and start crashing shit, people be talking shit about that too. And it's like, you know, that's
Well, but that's also insecurity, Sean. That's insecurity. David Gravel is taking the risk, but he has the security to believe that he can make those things work. If Donny Schatz is backing out of the throttle and not taking the risks because the same risks as David Gravel, because he don't think that he can come out the other end, that is insecurity. He is not believing in himself enough to do what is needed. There is not any race I've seen where David Gravel feels insecure. If he has to go here, go there to win the fucking race, he does it. Whereas Donny Schatz, hey, I don't want to go up here because I might wreck the car. A secure driver says, I'm not going to wreck the car. I can do that. I can make that line work. Do you know what I mean by this?
right.
Like,
Yeah.
So you're telling me Donny Schatz is insecure in his driving ability?
No, I'm not. I'm
Technically-
not. No,
maybe
that's not
I'm
what
going
I
to say
said.
that. I'm going to say that then. If Donny Schatz is scared to take these risks because he thinks he may wad the car up, then he is insecure on his ability to drive the car.
No, I don't think so. I mean, he's been known to not crash.
Good
You know,
driver,
so-
Kyle Larson, your favorite fucking driver, puts it on the edge and don't wreck it. Why? Because he's got the fucking ability and the confidence. He's got the confidence to do it.
True. I mean, I'm not saying Donnie don't have the confidence or, you know.
If that's the excuse, then that's
Well,
why
that's-
it's insecurity versus confidence right now.
No, it's not an excuse. I don't think it's just. I think he's accomplished what he wants to accomplish, or he's accomplished what he has accomplished, and he's happy with that.
And if he's
I truly
happy with
feel-
that, that's what I'm saying. If you're happy with that and you're not willing to risk it anymore, then come out and tell everyone you just.
But he's-
I could make that move, but I
he's
don't
not-
want to.
He won't do that.
Okay, well then Tony made the call.
That's fine. I mean, it is.
I don't want to see Donnie go out like that.
Well,
I want to see Donnie fucking smack him in the fucking face and knock him out. But I do think there is a hurdle here. If Donnie wants to continue, here's what I'm saying, Sean. If Donnie wants to continue and he wants to win races and he wants to compete, he has to get over this hurdle of I can't do that. He has to get over this hurdle of I'm not willing to risk it. He has to start sending these fucking cars in there with the aggression of a 25, 26, 7-year-old Donny Schatz. And if he's not willing to do that, then he is never going to be successful in today's sprint car world, because these guys that he's racing against are not afraid of things going wrong. They have the confidence or the stupidity to risk these fucking race cars. David Gravel's risking his race car every fucking week. He just has the confidence to risk it. He believes he's going to come out the corner. Does that not make...
right. No, I get what you're saying.
If this is just a retirement parade, then tell everybody.
I mean, yeah, his aggression needs to be stepped up if he's wanting to compete with Gravel. Hopefully.
The best.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to. I mean, there's no doubt about that, but I don't think he's going to do it.
You don't think he's going to?
No.
Does he not? This is why I was saying to him on the phone the other day, or not to him, but to someone else very close to him. I just hope that whatever Tony's saying and he's all mad about, or whatever everybody's saying about him and he's pissed off. Donny Schatz is a very mad man right now at what people are saying, in my opinion. Take that fucking aggression and use it when you enter the fucking corner. Does that make sense, Sean? Take that fucking aggression. They don't think I can knock them out. They're backing me up. Fuck you, motherfucker. I can still do it. Fucking throw it in there. Do it.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
Do it. Knock them out, Donny. I hope you are. Chat, I know we're doing another segment here of Chaz has to pee again. But we are. Let's hear your reactions to this Donny shot scenario. Sean is going to respond. Are you not going to respond, Sean, to these people watching? I mean, you're horrible.
I'm going to try to.
We're moving on to the gravel subject next, so stay tuned. What did they say? I don't have a big dick. I'm promising. Oh.
He's in Swindell era. I don't know if he's getting there. I don't think he's quite there yet. I don't know. Hopefully Donny will. Well, I don't know. We'll just see where he goes, and I mean, obviously, he's going to have to gel with the team he goes with, because you got to be able to gel with your team. Makes things easier. Seen a different side. Started the big game car up. Yeah, I mean, he did. I don't think that's what he planned on doing, but it happened.
What happened,
and
Sean?
He lost that ride. The big game car when he watered it up.
He didn't want to.
Was that River City or not River Cities?
Fuck, where was that?
North Dakota somewhere, wasn't it? I don't know.
Ogilvy.
Yeah. I don't know. It's I'm kind of interested to see where he.
Look at that comment right there. Gravel is not the best, Chaz. Look at it. Well, it doesn't matter if gravel's the best, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
Okay, Wally. Who is the best?
Yeah, who's the best, Wally? Before we move on to the next subject, who's the best? 7 Quarter says Donny sold his soul to WRG, so he's stuck there for a bit. Oh, wow. Who's the best? Wally? They sure as hell ain't Corey Day. You don't even have an answer, do you? You don't.
Gonna have to be somebody full-time sprint car.
You say that he's not the best, huh? David Gravel's not the best, huh? Is this you, Wally? Hold on, we'll play the video. Hold on, we'll give you some audio. Hold on. Is this you? Is this you, Wally, right here?
Fuck you, Gravel!
Is that you? Is that you? Wally, hold on. Let's give it one more go here.
Fuck you, Gravel!
Oh my God, Wally. Passionate sprint car
Fuck you,
fan.
Gravel!
This is you, Wally, isn't it?
Fuck you, Gravel!
This is you.
Fuck you, Gravel!
Look at Cody laugh at you. Look at him look at you.
Fuck you, Gravel!
They're all laughing at you, Wally. Look at the whole crew here. They're all laughing at you, Wally. Do you not feel any kind of content? Wally, they're laughing at you. Do you not hear what they're doing to you right now? Wally, where are you at, Wally? Hold on. Where are you at? Where Sean, Donny has not. No, Wally, where are you at? Donny's left, or Wally's left the chat. Wally has left the chat. Hold on, we'll play it one more time, just so you can see where we're coming from. I mean, apparently, this is you. This is you right here.
Fuck you, Gravel!
Oh, these Larsonites. This is hilarious right now. We do have the Larsonite shirt on the website. This is who I'm calling. Whoever proclaimed David Gravel as or said fuck you Gravel or called him a pussy or whatever. We do have it on the website, longlivethechaz.com. We do have the necklace here, although no, I mean I don't want to talk about how this is actual silver here. But the Larsonite shirt, this is, in my opinion, the people who called out Kyle. You remember when this shirt came out in like 2019, Sean, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while.
This is a Larsonite. This is the person who screamed out David's name, and they're only mad because David spun Kyle at Eldora. He also drove through the field and passed Kyle before the flat at Knoxville Nationals. These are people, and they're all over the West Coast. It is Larsonite Central on the West Coast of the United States. But this is basically a Kyle or a Larsonite. The people who screamed what they said, the profanities at Kyle. This is you. And number one is more than likely who you are. A delusional, this is you, Sean. A delusional, and in parentheses, most likely psychotic fan of race car driver Kyle Larson. This is also you, especially after Knoxville when David Gravel drove by your little fucking superstar bum ass fucking NASCAR bitch.
But I didn't cry about it.
You didn't cry about it, Sean. You have respect. You're not from California. The California breed is a little different of a crop, if you know what I mean. The definition, the noun of Larson, believes the only way Kyle can lose is because his car is off. Not the fact that David Gravel could be better. It says that another driver could be better, but David Gravel did beat his ass in 2019. By the way, in 2019, they loaded up Larson's car and left because he couldn't qualify for the Saturday night portion of the event. Number three, which is the actual truth, a sprint car fan at heart and only watches NASCAR because they like the movie Days of Thunder, so they cheer for real-life characters that remind them of Cole Trickle, sprint car drivers from California who come through dirt racing and go to NASCAR. That is Cole Trickle. This is the character or the people who did what they did to David here, and probably you, Wally. Oh yeah, we know it's you, Wally. Listen to him. Look at Cody. Look at Cody Jacobs in this frame right here. Cody knew it was coming, Sean. Look at Cody's face here. Oh my God, we got to see this face. Look at this. Look at the face on Cody. Do you see this? He knew it was coming. Look, he's like, oh my God, there's one of the guys Chaz pissed off right there. Look at the face here.
Look at his eyes.
Yeah, he knows it's coming.
Fuck you, Gravel!
So, Sean, how did you feel when you as a, I mean, I just feel like this is technically, this is Kyle Larson fans mad at David Gravel because of the Eldora situation. Me and everyone building this up, making it a deal. How do you feel? Like, do you think that this is him in California getting this treatment based on Kyle Larson, or is it something else? I'm saying it's all Kyle Larson stuff.
I think it is. I think it is too.
Do you think Wally's a Larsonite?
I don't know.
What do you mean? He's went blank in the chat ever since we
No,
brought the chat up.
He said he's here. He's just going to keep reading.
Oh, he's just gonna keep reading. He was all vocal earlier. Hold on, he talked all this shit earlier. Where are you at, Wally? Come on. Where's your super chat? We're trying to read him, Wally. Fan funding. That's it. Hammer Down's the only one. Where are you at? Where are you at, Wally? Let's see it. Cody Jacobs and Ricky Warner, two best. Yeah, I do think that that's true. I think Ricky Warner's about to get fucked up next year, though. David Gravel did happen. We'll go back to the web here. David Gravel did happen to release a photo of what he thinks he is, the Golden Boy of the World of Outlaws. Is David Gravel the Golden Boy of the World of Outlaws right now, Sean? I mean, he is the guy that is going up against Kyle in the, mental domain of the sprint car fan. Is it not David Gravel versus Kyle Larson right now?
I think that's the avenue he's going.
Who's better? Who's better, Sean? Tell us.
Larson.
Why?
Well, he's beat him all but one time.
That's not true, but continue. Why else? Why else would you say that?
Well, I mean, Larson, I'm not making excuses now, but Larson hasn't ran full time. So,
he's a Larsonite. 100%. Continue. I'm listening. Continue.
No, go ahead.
No. I'm not degrading your opinion, Sean. I know you're a big Asian fan. You got to stick up for your own kind here.
Right.
It's fine.
So what's the question?
Why is Kyle Larson better than David Gravel?
Other than the Nationals this year, they've
and Eldora.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think a lot of sprint. For the record, I think a lot of sprint car drivers are better than David. You've always heard me say this, or better than Kyle. I think a lot of sprint car drivers are better than Kyle, personally. I know you don't agree. I think that Kyle's in the mix. Like, when I think of the best sprint car drivers in the world, Kyle's fucking in there, right? Like, you can't take Kyle Larson out of the conversation. He's potentially he's a modern day Sammy Steve Sammy Steve Wolfgang character, right? Like,
right.
He's one of the big three. I also think you could put Gravel in there. I also think, unfortunately, you could put Corey Day in there, but NASCAR's already co-trickled Corey Day. This is the problem with NASCAR. They take our talent and our product. This is the problem with NASCARs. They destroy our product on the racetrack by taking our drivers. We're lucky that David Gravel has not been taken. I think you could throw David in there. David, Gravel, Larson, Day. You could throw Rico in there. You could. I would throw Buddy Kofoid in there personally. As far as tier one, we're talking about the tier one drivers of sprint car racing. I think that those four maybe it could be. It could be down to just the three. I think this is just me. The modern day Sammy, Kinzer, and Wolfgang is Larson, Gravel, Kofoid. Right now, the next 5 years. Kofoid's the youngest one of them all, obviously. I think you put Rico Abreu in tier 2, personally.
What?
I think you put Rico tier 2. Rico
Why?
Abreu almost fucking was done in racing. He couldn't.
Are we talking about the rest of this year, or are we talking
I'm
about?
talking
next year?
about for the foreseeable
Or
future.
just- I think Abreu and Tony Stewart's going to be a team to really reckon
I think they're
with.
going to be a threat. I'm just talking about driver. I'm not talking about the cars they're in or anything like that. I'm talking about the driver of the cars. You put David Gravel in the 41, the 5 car, and the 2, and he's won World of Outlaw events. You put Kyle Larson in all these different cars, and he's won World of Outlaw events. You put Buddy Kofoid in a bunch of different cars before they got him in a Toyota. He's performed well, and now he's won in Roth cars. Rico Abreu was about to retire from racing. Paul Silva fired Rico Abreu. David Gravel mentioned this in a talk show. I forgot which one it was, but Rico Abreu was almost done racing. They thought he was going to sell T-shirts for the rest of his life and just live on Chili Bowl wins. Look, I know that Rico is good and performing now, but there was a point where Rico was not good enough to be in a sprint car. It's just the fucking facts. I'm not trying to be mean to Rico. I like Rico, the person, the personality, the leadership of High Limit. But
Are we talking Rico wasn't performing? Is this prior to Ricky Warner?
yes, he got with Ricky Warner and became what he is now that we see. Prior to that, he was fired from the Paul Silva 57 because he couldn't perform and only wanted to care about selling shirts. That's what they were saying. I'm just telling the truth. I'm not trying to be mean. I don't put the driver talent. Here's what I'm saying. I don't put the driver talent of Rico alone in the same category as Gravel, in the same category as Kofoid, in the same category as Kyle Larson. I would also put Christopher Bell in there because I've seen him win the biggest races we know in 360s, and when he's got opportunities, he won. Christopher Bell won on a flatbed trailer at Jacksonville in a backup Keith Coons Motorsports 410 car they just had sitting in the shop. Won an outlaw race. So I'd put Christopher Bell in there too. I'm just removing all the cinder blocks of if you're in NASCAR, if you're not in NASCAR. I'm just talking about pure sprint car racing drivers. So I'm not putting Christopher. I'm putting Christopher Bell there. I'm putting Kyle Larson there. I'm putting David Gravel there. I'm putting Buddy Kofoid there. I'm not putting Rico. I'm just not. Because we saw what happened with, we just talked about him, Donny Schatz. Donny Schatz was dominant. Yeah, he went to Ford, but he also lost Ricky Warner, and that's when his career went from dominating the World of Outlaws to where it's at now. But it also, we saw the uptick in Rico Abreu's success as well when he was being fired from the Paul Silva 57 to an established sprint car racing name. I'm just saying.
People in chat are saying you're forgetting Brad Sweet.
Maybe so. You're right. But Brad Sweet was also a consistent driver. He wasn't necessarily a person who lit the world on fire, are we? Are we saying that? I'll tell you what, though. I would be more willing to put Brad Sweet into that tier 1 than I would Rico. By far. By far.
What about Aaron Reitzel?
I was just about to say that. I would say the only driver that's on the cusp of that would be Aaron. Maybe. Is he still a tier 2? I would call Aaron Reitzel a 1.5. Do I put Aaron Reitzel driving talent above Rico Abreu 100% all day long? All day long. Why are you saying wow for?
I'm first time I ever heard your opinion on that.
Aaron Reitzel's a bad motherfucker. Me and Aaron go back a little bit. Kyle Larson said it was a good race car driver. I think for the reasons that Aaron Reitzel would partially agree, and maybe there's some hindrance there on my opinion, but I've never seen Aaron Reitzel get into a race car and not give that fucking race car the best opportunity to win a race. Aaron Reitzel's never been fired from a ride that he didn't get. He's moved his way up, but he hasn't ever been fired from a ride outside of cheating, I guess, with the fucking 83, which that the Outlaws always go after the Roth car. I don't know why, but Aaron Reitzel is a big threat to their game. He's a big threat because I think Aaron Reitzel's out of left field for the game. You know, I think he's a bad guy. The only problem with Aaron, he may come into the show this year because he's here in Knoxville. We may have him over. We got Ricky Thornton down the road. He may come in, but Ripper's around the corner with Sheldon and everybody. But the problem with Aaron Reitzel is he's just he's a bad guy that's just too fucking bad. He just talks too much negativity. I know that's weird for me to say, right? Like, but he's just mean. He is mean, and it shows on the racetrack. We always joke, or people have joked about the Aaron sliders and how he's just running people over, but that's who Aaron Reitzel is. He's an actual fucking dickhead. But at the same time, he does have the driver ability. He does have the skill.
He's aggressive. I'd like to get him on the show. I mean, we talked about this the other day, and it's like, I think people would really like to hear from him. You might not want to.
No, I know. I mean, we could talk about him being a douchebag and why he's such a fucking asshole to people, but he actually has the skill. He's the closest. He's out of, when I say Wolfgang, Sammy, and Steve, he's the closest thing to Sammy, because Sammy Swindell was a dirty motherfucker. He was. Sammy Swindell would put you in the fucking fence and get away with it because he was so damn good. The closest thing to Sammy Swindell we got, somebody who's unapologetically dirty, is Aaron Reitzel right now. So if I was to put the big three on the stage, if Chaz is in control of the sprint car world and we're going to market three big names, if I could take anybody I wanted, period, I'm picking David Gravel, Kyle Larson, and Aaron Reitzel. That's my show. That's my top three. Now, I want to keep Bell and everybody in there playing around. Bell could be, the guy who could take over a role or win any championship there is. But David Gravel would be my Doug Wolfgang. Funny enough, Doug Wolfgang was from South Dakota. Kyle would be my Steve Kinzer, because I still, as much as I hate to admit it, he's a bad motherfucker whenever he wants to be. And if he's full-time World Outlaw Racing, he's a threat every day of the week. Aaron Reitzel would be my Sammy Swindell. Because Sammy don't give a fuck who you are. He'll put you in the fence and say fuck you to your mother in the pitting area.
Pisser.
You little fucking pisser. Exactly. Exactly. Aaron Reitzel is just mean. Aaron Reitzel is just mean.
I'd like to hear what Ryan or Reitzel has. I think it'd be so fucking good.
You think Aaron Reitzel's going to get on here and say, "Yeah, I'm a mean guy. Fuck you." Narcissists don't work that way.
I don't know.
Narcissists don't work that way. You think Sammy Swindell's ever admitted to being a mean guy? Seriously. People are actually mean. They don't say they are.
I mean, they show it on the race.
They show what is Aaron Reitzel shown? Is Aaron Reitzel
exactly what you said?
Exact.
I'm not saying that I don't like Reitzel. I mean, he's good. I like him. I like his attitude of
the aggression,
and plus the David and Goliath type attitude, maybe.
Right.
That's kind of what I like about him. I don't know. I would like to see what he has. I think it'd be
you want us to
interesting.
fight at in your bar, Sean?
What?
You want there to be a fight? He's right here. Hey, fuck you, Chaz. You're a motherfucker. And then we go fighting in the ground.
Well, who the hell would want to see that?
Everyone in the fucking chat right now. Everyone would love to see this. We didn't even get on to our Charlie Kirk stuff.
Yeah, I think we're a little late. We can talk about that another night.
No, we can talk about it right now. So, we did talk about, I mean, we opened the show with Erika Kirk. Candace Owens is not very happy currently. We'll put the chat up. We'll see what the chat says. Sorry. Candace Owens believes that everything's being hijacked by Isreal currently. Do you believe this angle? Like the pastors came out, said they're not friends, Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens. Candace Owens keeps pushing to find the Isreal angle. The system is rejecting it. Trump is rejecting it. Trump is rejecting it to the point that former Trump supporter, Nick Fuentes, is that what it is? Yeah. He is going off. Hold on. I did want to play this because this guy, he's basically saying that we are finding the roots to the issue with Trump here in this Charlie Kirk scenario. Let's listen to what he has to say.
And now he says, if you're not on board with the Epstein cover-up, oh, I don't want your support.
He is saying that now, Sean.
You're a weakling. Fuck you. Fuck you. You suck. You are fat. You are a joke. You are stupid.
Fat, joke, and stupid. Hold on. It keeps going.
You are not funny. You are not as smart as you think you are.
Honestly, what he says right here, I kind of agree with in a way after seeing all this.
You are, and honestly, and if you watch my show, you know I've been very critical. I've never been this far. This just goes to show this entire thing has been a scam. When we look back on the history of populism in America, we are going to look back on the MAGA movement as the biggest scam in American history. And the liberals were right. The MAGA supporters were had. They were. And now he says, if you're not on board with the Epstein...
He's saying that the MAGA supporters, the one who are full-blown Trump ride or die, they've went off the edge with him. And honestly, with the facts that are stated, I mean, this is a very interesting scenario with the Jimmy Kimmel show. You have Jimmy Kimmel, who is resuming on Tuesday. I think this is the best way in the world. This is like saying, Kyle Larson said the N-word, let's get rid of him for a year, we'll bring him back, and now all the right-wing supporters will support the show. The same thing here, but the left version. We'll get him off the show, then we'll bring him back. Now all the lefties are going to watch him. The ratings were trash prior, just like NASCAR. Now the ratings are going to spike. You'll have the lefties tune in. You'll have everyone support. You'll have the right-wingers tune in. You have a situation here where you even had, you were one of the people who, when I told you about Jimmy Kimmel getting fired, you were like, who gives a fuck? Free speech, right? Like one of the guys who said that to me.
Right.
But Chael Sonnen even responded to the firing initially. Free speech means not being arrested for expressing your ideas. It does not mean other people or companies have to pay you to express your ideas. Now, the backstory on this is Jimmy Kimmel's contract renewal was coming up. The late night talk shows have diminished by about 6 times. So 600% from COVID. People do not watch these late night talk shows. At the same time, you had a scenario where there was this Charlie Kirk thing, which I think is being hijacked by a lot of people to push matriarchy, as we explained earlier, to push right-wing ideology, which obviously the stadium was nothing but white people. If I was a black person watching the Charlie Kirk Memorial, I would be scared of my life. I would be like, holy shit, this is the closest thing to the KKK rallies of the 30s that I've ever seen. But at the same time, Jimmy Kimmel coming back was a good ploy by media, which once again, we explained. I still would love people to go back to the Isreal point that we had the other night, how Isreal controls all the media, controls a lot of the political ideology decision-making with AIPAC. And really in all this show that we have, you have Candace Owens still sitting here. Candace Owens is not backing down from this Isreal claim, you know. And the problem with what Nick Fuentes is saying is all of a sudden Trump and all these right-wing ideologies that fought for free speech and anti-censorship, the reason that Elon Musk bought Twitter and you have this Truth Social and all these things, is because we're not going to restrict speech no matter how offensive it was. And now Trump and all these people are starting to push for hate speech laws. So it's very funny because Candace Owens, which seems to be the only one who's actually standing on these grounds, is speaking about the same thing, the manipulation of Make America Great Again, the MAGA crowd, because the MAGA crowd is now cheering for censorship of speech. So this is what she's basically explaining in this video we have preloaded. Here's what Candace Owens is saying. Anti-Israel control, anti-hate speech control. Here's what she's saying.
Pam Bondi, who is a complete loser and a tool, is trying to use the assassination of Charlie Kirk to lay the groundwork for hate speech laws in America.
This is the same thing that Elon bought Twitter for. That's what they were censoring all them years ago. It's very fucked up.
Everything that Charlie was fighting against. They all just...
Which is why I like Charlie Kirk, because he wanted everybody to just say what they think and let's have a debate about it.
got right to work trying to pass laws. Well, Charlie Kirk is such, now we got hate speech is something. Exactly what he's messaging me about that he doesn't want to happen. They're trying to use his death to justify. Listen to what Pam Bondi said to Katie Miller on her podcast. Take a listen.
There's free speech and then there's hate speech.
It's not true.
And there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened to Charlie in our society.
Do you see more law enforcement going after these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuffs on people so we show them that some action is better than no action?
Wow. They now want to arrest Jimmy Kimmel. Think about that.
We will absolutely target you, go after you if you are targeting anyone with hate speech, anything. And that's across the aisle.
This is like insanity. This is insane. This is why I say it's a Charlie Kirk hijacking. They are trying to the system is trying to hijack this Charlie Kirk deal to implement, just like 9/11 did with the Patriot Act. They're trying to hijack this situation to enforce laws of conformity.
So to be clear, that's the feds telling you that they want to pass speech laws, which will basically just give them the full power to go after you for wrongthink. Okay.
Just like the Patriot Act.
And they're doing it in the most disturbing way ever by going after Charlie Kirk's legacy and using his assassination to say, oh, well, now we've got to get hate speech done, which, by the way, who was the person and the leader who said that he was passing laws against speech in America? That was Bibi Netanyahu.
Which is the leader of Israel, which is who is, we've been educating so far. We know who this is.
מי שיחרים אותנו מוחרם בעצמו.
This is what he's saying to his country. Whoever boycotts us will themselves get boycotted.
בשנים
In the last few years, we have promoted in the USA,
האחרונות קידמנו בארצות הברית, ויש כבר ברוב
and there are now laws in most states
המדינות שם, חוקים שמי שמחרים
that anyone who boycotts Israel, this is why Candace Owens is so emotional about this, because she's seeing how they're laying the foundation to basically make America an enslaved nation because they have a lot of money with taxpayer money. That anyone who boycotts Israel will themselves be punished.
את ישראל נענש בעצמו. אז זה לא יעזור להם, אנחנו לא מתרגשים מזה.
We don't care.
ואנחנו נלחמים בזה.
And we are fighting for it.
When something chaotic happens, we usually turn to the government. I mean, 9/11, what did we do? We gave them so much power, right? The Patriot Act.
The Patriot Act, dude, how did she know this? This is crazy.
Do whatever, just keep me safe. It's like they see your emotion, they see this global emotion, and they want you just to
Emotional manipulation.
agree with them that the next step is more power for the government. And this time we're saying no. No, Pam Bondi. No, thank you.
So this is what she's upset about. This is also what he's calling bullshit. This guy. He's also calling bullshit on this decree, I will call it at this point, because he is saying that the Make America Great Again Trump supporters are technically aligning with anti-American values. That is what he is saying here.
Cover up. Oh, I don't want your support. You're a weakling. Fuck you.
Yeah, he's calling you a weakling now if you do not align with this ideology of restricting speech.
Fuck you. You suck. You are fat. You are a joke. You are stupid. You are not funny. You are not as smart as you think you are. You are, and honestly, and if you watch my show, you know I've been very critical. I've never been this far. This just
He says he's never been this far left, basically, when he says that.
goes to show this entire thing has been a scam. When we look back on the history of populism in America, we are going to look back on the MAGA movement as the biggest scam.
So, for the record, populism is somebody who, populism is, it literally is what it says, popular. So if somebody's popular and they become empowered in a segment, populism is basically describing how most people are aligning with a person because of their popular identity. So if a person is very popular, or a lot of people know who they are, then, well, say they're popular, everyone knows who they are, they become empowered, and people align with the person simply because they're popular. That is what populism means, technically. It's not because you have good reform. It's not because you stand for values. It's not because you have good, rhetoric or anything that is actually assumable to be good for the country or for people. It is saying the only reason people are aligning with you is because you are popular. And that's why he's associating populism with MAGA, because he's basically relating how the only reason people are associating or supporting Donald Trump at this point with all these things that we're describing is because he's a popular person. And people just want to go with the notion of what's being said. So that's what populism means. So he's saying when we look back in history and we try to study populism, which is what I just described, this is what he is saying when he's talking about
in American history. And the liberals were right. The MAGA supporters were had. They were. And now he says, if you're not on board.
So with all this described, Sean, what do you have to say? I mean, it's pretty bad, is it not? Or they're taking free speech away. I mean,
pretty bad theater show. It's crazy. Crazy how things are getting turned and flipped.
manipulated.
Manipulated.
Okay.
When's this shit gotta stop? You know?
As long as they keep making money. But at the end of the day, the one thing we have to cover before we get out of here is the ostriches. What is the ostriches, Sean? You have to explain this. I already know the explanation. I have to use the restroom. Explain the ostriches of Canada to the viewers, please.
There's
we're about to get really deep into this.
No, I'm not.
He better explain it. We're looking at ostriches. Who are these people? What's going on? Tell us.
Thundra Kerr and Jim Kerr are a husband and wife, and they're like the Chaz of Canada, I guess, maybe. They go to these protests and stuff and try to stand up for what's right for the Canadian people. Anyway, this ostrich thing has been going on for a while. I've been kind of following it a little bit. I'm not really too deep into it, but yes, there's a bird flu up there with these ostriches, and I guess it got killed. They can spread the virus or whatever to humans. So here lately, the government has come in. Police have come in to but sniper these ostriches. There's 400 of them. They want to kill them, and there's a bunch of people up there that don't want it to happen. I don't know where it's going from here. I think right now they can't do anything. Telling what from today, I know the police showed up there at the farm, and Sunbelt Reynolds brought some scissor lifts for the police to come and sniper these birds. But Sunbelt Reynolds got wind of what was going on, and they pulled all their equipment away from the farm, so they killed. Yeah, I don't know. It's an ongoing deal right now. I don't know what's going to happen, but there's a lot of people up there trying to save those ostriches.
Is that the land work?
The what?
The land work.
Yeah,
like the base foundation of what's going on?
Pretty much.
Has there been any updates on these ostriches?
I haven't looked.
You can refresh the page. 58 minutes ago, they were live. You're saying this is me. You're saying this is the Chaz. What are they saying?
But my you know what's happening. Here at the ostrich farm, whoo-wee, what a day. fill you in on a couple things people don't know. Just informed Drea at Rebel News, actually, so she'll be reporting on that as well. There, I have read the search warrant. The search warrant allows for them to only do the deeds that they say that they're authorized to do, i.e. the killing and all the other things. It can only happen between 6 a.m. in the morning and 8:59 at night. Okay, so that means 9 o'clock at night. Now that's Pacific Standard Time. So basically, everybody's going to get a good night's sleep tonight. Can you imagine? The birds are not going to be called tonight. The family is not going to be hauled away in chains tonight. We believe that's going to happen tomorrow. And
is he saying they're going to be like arrested tomorrow?
Probably at some arrests.
That's what he's saying.
And probably going to kill the birds tomorrow.
Oh, good news. Good news. Holiday Inn Express. On the Holiday Inn Express of, hey, still here? Yeah, they did the right thing. And guess what? Holiday Inn Express is going to feel the love, and every single one of you is going to do it, aren't you? I know you will, because you want this thing to end proper. And
are you saying ostrich farming and sprint car racing is about the same in as far as population? And who cares about it? I'm curious.
I don't know.
So he just said Holiday Inn Express.
I think these are where these policemen are staying, I think.
Okay.
We want the good people to keep standing up so we can win this thing. So, yeah, great news on that front. They have brought in no more vehicles. Vehicles actually left. Now, the RC... Oh, hold on a second. On the Holiday Inn thing, it's not just that. They're not letting the cops back. The cops aren't allowed to stay at the Holiday Inn anymore.
You were wrong, Sean.
No, they were staying there.
But so they kicked them out because of hearing about this. You're saying, okay,
yes.
Okay.
So we're guessing they've either found another place to stay or they're going home because they see how peaceful it is. And it is peaceful. There are people angry, make no mistake, but it has been really, really peaceful. Other than one incident that happened earlier today, and we don't know the story on that just yet. There's one of ours one person that was a supporter that got in jail. He didn't get in jail, sorry. He got arrested, and then he got shipped to Vernon, and then they released him. And then we've got video of some dude in black with a black baklava next door at Lois's house, who was the initiator of the complaint against the Ostriches in the first place, and has been nothing but a thorn in the side of the family. So somebody doesn't like her, or the hate groups are doing what they do and encouraging somebody to do things. So here's what happened. We saw the video. There was a guy in dark. He had a gas can in his hand, and in the other hand, it looked like he had a green lighter. He was over at Lois's, and there was an altercation between two people at Lois's, and you could hear her screaming. And at that time, the supporter that got arrested was seen by someone on site that I saw directly down the road. So he wasn't there, but he was picked up and then dropped off in Vernon. We still don't know who that was, but we do believe it was initiated. Nah, I'm not even going to say, because that's conjecture, and I'm not going to do that. Oh my God, what a day. Holy crap. There's just so much, man. I think I'm a little bit overwhelmed here. I'm going to get some sleep tonight. We did get some good drone footage of all the different things. A lot of the things I had to do was offline, so I think we're going to turn this into something a little bit later so you can, or I'll try to upload it as we go. But I got a lot of content. Other people have dumped me content too. I think we're going to turn this into a story that can change the world. And I hope the world's watching, and if they're not, I don't know what you're doing. I hope you're not watching TV, because real life's happening, and real lives are at stake. 400 of these beautiful, majestic ostriches, as well as the family, their livelihoods is at stake. Their whole life's work is at stake. And all they wanted to do was test the freaking birds, but they're not allowed, because then they get 6 months in jail or a $200,000 fine per bird tested.
So what does he mean by that? The tested birds? Because they tested positive, or did they not get tested? What was the deal there? They got sick.
There was two birds.
And it was avian flu. We did talk to Clark from Canada. Apparently, the accusation is that it was avian flu. There has never been a test proven that it was avian flu, which avian flu is very serious. Obviously, the eggs produce an antibody with avian flu to actually cure diseases and stuff. This is also the conspiracy behind this, is that avian flu bird egg actually contains, what is it, antibodies?
Yeah, for antibodies for human.
Yeah, that could actually make big differences. The military slash pharmaceutical industry does not want you to have these eggs from avian flu birds. That's why they make it a thing. That's why they own the media industries that tell you avian flu is so bad. Although if we harvested the eggs from avian flu based birds, it would basically destroy the entire pharmaceutical industry because there's so many cures in this, cancers, all kinds of things. But explain what he means by tested, because there's been no confirmed tests. That's what he's saying. Like, just because they want people to, or these birds to be tested, that is against the law. They want 6 months in jail, simply because in my opinion, the tests would destroy their entire platform, the government's platform, that is. But just to even request it, apparently, according to him, and to get it done is 6 months in jail. So you cannot combat Big Brother in the scenario. You have to conform. You have to kill your ostriches. You have to say these birds are dead. You can't say avian flu bird eggs could cure breast cancer or colonial issues. You have to say these birds are destroyed, and that's basically what he's saying. Like, there's no way to combat his opposition here. Or no? Am I wrong?
I don't know. I haven't really got too much into that part of it.
Well, is this the first time you heard that 6 months in jail to test the birds?
No, this is the first time I've heard about that.
Okay.
So like I said, I kind of followed it, but I didn't.
Not to that degree.
Yeah, up until today, which just flooded my Facebook and
your news feed.
Yeah, so I had to kind of follow it.
Okay, well, let's see what he has to say then.
Interesting, eh? Very strange.
Very strange. Just hold on. Let's see what he says.
Is at stake. And all they wanted to do was test the freaking birds, but they're not allowed because then they get 6 months in jail or a $200,000 fine per bird tested.
Per bird. So if they want to test 4 birds, what he's saying is $200,000 fine, a $200,000 fine and 6 months in jail. Think about this. This is a funny thing about avian flus and hell, even coronavirus to a degree. So if they want to test 4 birds, even though there's apparently accused more than 4, for every bird tested, it's $200,000 and 6 months in jail. Think about how this pharmaceutical industry makes money. Regardless, that is $800,000. That is 2 years in jail. If they have to test 20 birds, what is 2 times 200?
400. What'd you say?
2 times 200.
Yeah, 400,000.
No, that's 4 million. Because it's 20 times. And then if you want to put that into jail sentence terms, that is 10 years in jail to test 20 birds. This is how Big Brother actually operates. It's not about freedom. It's about the illusion. Interesting what he says here.
Interesting, eh?
Interesting, eh? 10 years and 800,000 or $4 million fine. Yep.
Very strange. If you want to know what the CFIA, I know Katie was a little bit emotional today on her live, but if you look at that live, man, they were having conversations with the CFIA, so you get to see these people and what they're, who they are and what the thing is there. But yeah, stay tuned, folks. I'm gonna go to my beautiful wife. I need a rest. It's been quite the day. A very emotional day. very just surreal day. We had some good things happen and some negative things happen. But that's this ostrich farm. Let me tell you something. You come here. I was here for 3.5 months, and there will be the worst thing that happens one day. And then the next day, the best thing happens. It's like that. And it's been like that for months and months and months and months and months. So you can imagine the stress that this family's under and the duress that they're feeling. And we're really on the precipice of really crazy things. And let's just hope this goes well, because I believe that people want to do the right thing. And I think if enough of us do, it'll work. You know, we'll make it happen. So, yeah, thank you. If you're coming, be peaceful. Come on out to the farm. Yeah, that's something. I just did that on the other thing. They cut me off. You can actually come to the farm. Let me tell you a secret. You could come to the farm. You won't be arrested. You won't be harmed.
Do I need to drive this farm, Sean?
There's no threat here. As a matter of fact, this is the safest it's ever been because we've got dozens and dozens of police. If you come in, here's my recommendation. Don't come in a convoy. Don't come in looking like you're a whole bunch of people. Even if you are a convoy, well, I'm not going to judge that, because you know how I feel about the convoy. Good work, truckers, buddy.
Right.
Good work, truckers.
All right.
But if you're going to come here, come on down. And then when you get to the gate, you say, "Oh yeah, no, I've been here before. I'm friends of the family. I'm press. You know, you got to."
He's trying to teach him the secrets here.
Right.
Oh fuck.
Camera, your press, okay? Anything. What's your credentials? Oh, I've been here before, you know, been reported on it.
I do a dirt track YouTube.
Just go smooth as silk like you own the place. Drive through the thing and you're good to go. It is, yeah, that would be my suggestion.
The inciting.
And I don't have that on any authority. It's just my impression. It's happened a few times, and I think that it might be a good idea. And I actually do have it on a bit of authority that it might work out okay. Okay? Provided you're peaceful and provided you just want to support. Yeah, come on out. That is 301 Langiel Road in Edgewood, BC. This thing will be unfolding not only for the next couple of days, but it might even go on a little bit longer than that, I've heard, depending on how things roll out here. It looks like the CFIA is having a bit of a hard time in that they don't know the proper feeding regime and how to actually take care of the ostriches. So they brought in their own kind of food, and let's hope that doesn't upset the birds, because today what happened was one of the birds, well, maybe even a couple, ran into a fence. Oh, there's another thing. That's something you guys might not know. A couple of birdies flew away today.
Oh shit! He's gonna have the whole country avian flu's on the loose. Avian flu's on the loose. Hold on.
We're not sure how that happened. Evidently, one of the fences were rusty. I know that let's put it this way: the family wouldn't do that because they don't want to get themselves in trouble. But we got some pretty crazy supporters over here that might have brought some tin snips with them or something. So a bit of the fence fell down. A couple birds went free. We got free roaming ostriches out here somewhere.
They're gonna fucking cap them ostriches. He basically just said the avian flu is on the loose. That's what he said. I mean, that's how the government's taking it. I'm just saying.
That's kind of cool. Yeah. It'd be great if that happened wholesale. I know a lot of people feel that way. I do too. However,
I'm just saying that's how the government are. I'm not saying that's true. That's
right,
just how they're justifying it by saying all these birds are infested with flus that can kill everybody.
Right.
COVID, basically.
There is a certain type of game being played here. And I wish I could explain that, but you know, there's posturing and positioning on both sides, and everybody's trying to get the best outcome for themselves, the police, the CFIA, and the farm and the family. So it's got to be navigated very, very delicately. And I want you guys to go to Jeff Gaudry's page. Jeff Gaudry, Gaudry. He's also the one of the moderators of North the 49th, I believe, the group. He's been remarkable. His ability to be able to speak the language and understand exactly what it all means has been second to none. I can't give him enough credit. Jeff Gaudry, follow him, do the thing. You can follow me too, Jim Kerr, but I don't know if you're getting on this story because my phone's weird. But follow Thundra and, you know, share the things out. It matters and it's making a difference. We made a difference. Okay, let's go through the list. You got, what was it? What was it? Oh, come on, Way. Help me out here. Oh, frig. Anyway, you had the equipment operators who bailed out today, Sunbelt, okay? Sunbelt was the one that left today. They found out what their equipment was being used for. They said, we want none of it, and they bailed out today. There was New Core is the one I still don't quite know about. There was the Holiday Inn Express, and there's one more, something way. You know what it is. Anyway, you know what it is. Share in the comments with everybody else and go out and share some love with these people who did good things for these people remotely. This can happen over and over and over and over. And if we keep pouring out the good into the world, we're not going to see the devastating results that we, could possibly see here over the next little while. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it, folks. I know you don't want it. I don't want it. We're here to hopefully make sure it doesn't happen, but it takes all of us. And I'm glad to be a representative here of the people at home, and I'm glad that you guys get to see the things. I want to thank specifically, again, and I'm never going to stop, Sherry for paying for our flight, our rental to get here. And I want to thank Lucy for getting us all the bedding, including like 2 pillows and 2 foam mattresses and a fitted sheet and a brand new tent and 2 lawn chairs. And she gives it to us and she goes, okay, well, if you can't get it back to me, don't worry about it. Leave it at the farm. I'll come pick it up. Right? So good people doing good things change the whole world. Thank you very much. I'm not going to take any more of your time. I love you. Bye-bye. Church of Bubbles on all the platforms. My son's doing some editing, stuff like that. So there's different videos that are going out different places. And Jim Kerr here on Facebook. And Thunder Kerr everywhere. Yay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the battle for the ostriches being dismantled and killed, technically, continues.
Fight for the ostriches.
Are you gonna stay watching this tomorrow? Is this more important than Charlie Kirk?
It's both equally important.
But it's basically this guy and this family standing up to the government, correct? Of Canada. We're trying to lawfully kill these birds.
Right.
In your opinion.
In my opinion, yes. We need to stop it.
Do I have to drive to Canada tomorrow?
It's up to you.
What do you mean?
I'm sure he would like your support.
Oh my! You're saying yes. You're saying I need to drive to Canada tomorrow to support this guy.
Yeah, support that farm family. That
you know how far British Columbia is, Sean?
I know. You can do it.
What?
This is worse than Donny Schatz. This is worse than Kyle Larson. Think I should do it?
I'm going to leave that up to you.
Oh, my God. The adventure in me says go. Oh, we got to save the birds.
I think that would be some good footage.
They do want you think it'd be. They do want to kill a bunch of birds. It's like 100 birds, right?
400 birds.
400. Oh, my God. We're going to have to go save the birds, guys. Oh, no. What's the chat saying? Are they dyslexic? They are.
Racing's basically over.
Chaz, have you had scrambled ostrich egg omelets? I feel like they would give me some. I'll take the antibodies. Well,
I think they would.
Oh, God. Is this AI version of Canadian Ted Nugent? It does look like Ted Nugent. It does.
In the dark, it does.
In the dark, it does. Chaz, did you survive the redwoods? Chaz, they got black French women there. They got black French women down in New Orleans. They got black women down there in Florida too.
They're on the French Quarter?
Oh, there's a quarter I could tell you about, but we can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God. I don't know how this is happening, guys. We are being talked into going and saving the Canadians. You're serious? If at 10 o'clock tomorrow, if you get a text that says, hey, going to Canada, you'll be like, all right, cool. Is that what you're saying?
If that's what you want to do, I'm not
Putting
gonna.
it all on my shoulders, guys.
I'm not stopping you.
Oh my God. Is this what Connie wants? Is this what Erika wants?
Manly thing.
That's exactly what I mean, actually. Are you saying that the manly thing is to go save the ostriches, Sean? Are you saying that?
Only if you want to. I'm leaving it all up to you.
Typical woman. Tell me what you want, but then say it's up to you.
Dang dang says change the locks.
Oh no, we're going to hell, Sean, or maybe we're going to Canada. Is there a difference?
Where? I mean, how far would? British
Hold on,
Columbia
where
be?
is this at? What was it called?
Edgewood, I think, or something like that.
Edgewood. I think it was Edgewood. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine. Here's what we'll do. We'll do this.
How many days?
You fucking asshole.
No, I'm just saying, how many days would it take you to get there?
We'll pull up the web. Here's your ostrich guy. We'll go to Google Maps. Hey, if we can get some Venmo, PayPal in the description. Edgewood, Canada. Apparently, this is where it's happening. Edgewood. That looks like some ostrich farms. Telling you, that looks like some ostrich farms. Hold on, let's get this. Oh, let's see here. Do.
Murder hornet is ready.
Shut the fuck
That's
up.
what Brett said.
You fucking little Australian bastard. You shut your skin-headed ass up. This is Edgewood. Dude, this might be the farm. Hold on. That looks like an ostrich farm. I'm not even going to lie. All right.
It probably is.
Edgewood, look at this view. Oh my God. If I go there, I get to see the view, right? I mean, apparently there's a big lake in Edgewood. That kind of looks like it. Let's see where this Edgewood, British Columbia, Canada is from your location, it says. Let's see. 1,700 miles, Sean. 27 hours of driving.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus has nothing to do with this.
That's a long ways.
There's a Grand Forks up here, but it is not the same Grand Forks where fucking River City Speedway is. What in the fuck, Sean? You want me to drive up here to these fucking bastards?
Look at the country up there.
It looks so beautiful, yeah.
I bet it is.
What if I was to hit up old Kyle and be like, hey, I need to borrow the old Lincoln to go up to Canada for? What the fuck? Oh, my God. You really want me to go up here for these fucking... if I was to take off tomorrow, it would take me 2 days at least. By the time I get up there, they'll be like, oh, all the ostriches are dead. You're here now. Who cares?
Well, then you can meet Jim and Thundra.
Oh, my God. Look, they're on this river or lake or whatever. This lake goes forever. It's going through the Cascade Mountains. Or the conservation area. It'd be so cool. Yeah, it'd be awesome. If you don't have to drive it, right?
I gotta work.
You're telling me instead of driving to PA for the Outlaws, I should drive all the way over here for ostriches.
Cody says, do it. Go live for the trip.
It says 28 hours, chat. 28. Not fucking 8, not 5, not 12, not 15, not 21.
Do the right thing, Chaz. Do it. You might make a difference. Save the world.
Links are in the description, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to join the support. Do you want me to walk when I get there? I mean, the fucking freaking Lincoln, I'm not going to be able to pick it up. I have the Lancer, the fucking Murder Hornet. We did already enter Canada with the Murder Hornet this year. But
I mean, I got the wheelchair out there. You can take that with you when you can get up there because you won't be able to walk.
The Ostriches are way more innocent than David Gravel. I will say this. Cody Ernest says they need you, Chaz. Oh my God. They're guilt tripping me with ostriches.
Yeah, you won't need air conditioning.
I won't need air conditioning. No, the heater works. This is how I was able to sustain the ex relationship, which you know all about. If I make the trip, you think they'll actually acknowledge me when I get there or no?
Think they will?
I'd rather drive 28 hours for an ostrich than fucking 12 for a fucking sprint car driver. I'll tell you that right now. So what do I tell the Border Patrol? Hey,
You're
why do
going
you
up-
want to go to Canada?
You're
Last
going up
weekend, I said I wanted to go to the fucking races, and I had this explanation. They let me through. Hold on, is there another way to get up there? I mean,
You want to check out Edgewood. You just want to see the
oh
country.
yeah, there's no reason to check out Edgewood. The Canadian government would have no idea why. Hold on, let's see here. We gotta figure out
Well, I mean,
another
obviously,
reason.
obviously-
If we're gonna infiltrate the state or the country of Canada for some fucking ostriches, we need a better fucking game plan than this. We need to go up through Manitoba. I can't believe I'm doing. Where's Manitoba, Canada at? Hold on, we're figuring this out. I can't believe it's fucking happening. We need to add a destination. Manitoba is a country or a city. Oh, there it is. We got to go through Manitoba. We can't just go over there and be like, hey, we're going to Edgewood for fun. They all know. We got to sneak over early and go across.
Yeah, so what are they going to do? I mean, what are they going to do?
No, I'm
Arrest
just
you?
saying we got to sneak over early, and if they reject us at Manitoba, we can, or Winnipeg. That's the one, Winnipeg. We're going to see a fucking a hockey game. There we go, Winnipeg. All right, so if we go across in Winnipeg or right up there, we'll go right by Donny. So if they reject us at the border. Right here by Emerson Axum Canadian. Why is Emerson here on the border? Why is Emerson on the border? Can somebody explain this to me? Why is there a Maple Leaf Motel? Okay. So we can go up, I think, through Emerson. We could do it right here. We could do it. Oh. We could go up. Oh, come on. Edgewood. All right, hold on. We're doing this right. Your location. And then we need to add Winnipeg. I would Winnipeg her, if you know what I'm saying. Winnipeg. We need to get into the country, basically. We can't get into the country over there because it'll be way too suspicious. This is my mind working. But if we go up here and we're like, hey, we're just trying to visit Winnipeg to see what the hockey's all about. But if we were to get in right here, I think this is the game here, John. If we get in right there at Emerson Axum Lane, we could sneak across over. Once we get in the country, we're good. We just got to get over there. We can go straight through Regina. Oh yeah, Regina.
You can get there. I think you get in there, no problem.
We got to go through this. Look at this mountain range, Sean. It does not look good. All the way over here. But I do not think it's smart come up through this thing that's 100 miles away. I think the only way we could legitimately get in and tell the fucking border agent a legitimate story is, hey, we're just going to visit our friend Ricky Weiss up in Winnipeg. We just want to say hey and do a show with him. Yeah, we do talk shows. Look us up on YouTube. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, click. No, we're going to the Ostriches. I think this could work. We do need people to support. What are we doing? My hat is off. Look, this is my receding hairline. What are we doing?
You're saving the world.
What are we doing, Sean?
Saving the world.
Chat, what do we do? Chat, what do we do? Do we save the world or no, Sean? Glenn Steyer's racing. He's on the other side of the country.
No, I got to go to work tomorrow.
You're telling me I have to go to work too as well, Sean. Basically, is what you're saying.
I'm just saying I'm going to bed.
It's going to be 14 hours before we get into the country or not. Okay. We'll see if the chat supports the trip. If we don't get any PayPals or Cash Apps or Venmos, we ain't going. We ain't going.
Guys are saying hammer down.
It's not happening. If anybody, hold on, look at that chat. If anybody could say 400 ostriches, damn it, it's the Chaz. I can't believe you just said that. Oh my God. All right. Gotta go to sleep.
Yep.
All right. We're going to bed, guys. Will we save the ostriches or not? We'll see if we get support. If the bigger egg is laid, that's because she's hot and attractive and she's in PA, if you know what I'm saying. But then I got to go to PA. I got to go save the ostriches and then go to PA after that.
Our racing's over. I'd go do something else.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. If not, fuck you. If you did, share, subscribe, like, comment, whatever the fuck they tell you to do. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you next time.
When they growl about it, lonely like old bro Joe. Cartel gonna care for me, not you, cause I'm the CEO. I'm here to fight, looking to sink with my torpedo. I'm just a lap car trying to survive, running in the back, fearing my life. Cause there's a black 2041 guy adding to the junk in the field with some white on white crimes. Or is it 99 maybe? I don't give a damn, but the bank statements lately adding up through the junk that the crazy man's making. Reckon her, reckon him, non-binary maybe, who knows? If I don't like him, I slide him like Carson Macedo. And they growl about it, lonely like old bro Joe. Cartel gonna care for me, not you, cause I'm the CEO. I'm here to fight, looking to sink with my torpedoes. Carson Mamacito. And I don't know where we go from here and what we think about it, but it seems to me you gotta be about it. Time for talk and speak comes across as weak, especially when